Next question, yes, please.
Yes, thank you so much. My name is Mama Diallo from Musa Mall Online TV. Coach, your recent two games that you play, you create a lot of chances, but putting the ball at the back of the net is always a problem. What do you think we should do to make sure that we get the goal that we need? Because scoring is very important because come to the matches.
Yep.
If you don't score, you don't have 3 points.
Yep.
And
No,
right
it's
now, as you speak, Musa Baro and the other players, they are scoring week in, week out. But coming into the national game, it's always a problem for them to score.
yeah. Look, there's the old adage in football is that the first thing is creating the chances. And I think this is probably where there's been a big change here because in the past, maybe if we were to wind the clock back 2 or 3 years, there wasn't as many chances being created by the Scorpions. You maybe had a handful of chances in a game, whereas now the way we're playing is resulting in a lot more chances being created. And that means when you don't get the victory, it means it hurts so much more because you look back and you think, oh, we created all of these chances. But you've got to understand as well, and the players, we talk to the players about this, is actually getting to that point of the goal scoring moment takes so much effort and so much quality to go from your own goal line 100 meters up the pitch, maintaining the ball, creating good opportunities, takes so much technical expertise. And we're doing that so well, so often, that calmness and coolness in front of goal just needs to be there. Sometimes it's also been good saves. Sometimes it has been that our opponents have been pulling out good saves, good tackles, but on the merit of it, we're not going to sit here and have a debate over football statistics and XG and all of that. But when you look at our games, if you keep creating that number of chances, you win more games over the long term. That's the nature of it. So for us, it's about continuing to create the chances. It's about having guys be cool in those moments and just be ready because we know they've got the quality. We know they've got the quality. Musa has the quality, Abdullah, Ali, Alassana, Bamba, Yankuba. All of them have huge quality in front of goal. And so we just have to keep creating the chances, and we know that it's going to click.
Good afternoon. I want to Coach, looking at this team, when we say we have a good team on paper because the striking department, Alassana Jada is coming in, he's absolutely fine form for Notts County, 5 goals in October himself. And Ablai Cisse is also a fine striker as well, getting in the goals. But looking at the wings, of course, we have Yanko Baminde coming in. And we all understand that for the past 3 games of Brighton and Hove Albion, Yanko Baminde hasn't featured, he's out injured. And looking at other wingers, Ibrahim Akoli is doing very well for Young Boys, Musa Juara for Violet, Jibril Silla for Azam as well. What justification do you have in getting Yanko Baminde in the squad, who has not played in the past 3 games, and these wingers who have absolutely been doing well for their clubs in left out?
So again, I think it's important that we correct the question, first of all, because you named 2 players who've only started 1 game in the last 4 weeks for their clubs. Ibrahima obviously is an important player long-term for us, but started for Young Boys yesterday for the first time in the last 4 weeks. Hasn't been playing recently, and I spoke to Ibrahima this morning just to explain why he wasn't going to be in the selection. But in essence, I think over the last month, he's played about 100 minutes of football total. And that's roughly the same. Musa's a little bit more. He's come off the bench in the last 2 games to do quite well, off the bench. But again, we just feel what Sully and what Bamba bring to the squad. Bamba obviously has returned from injury. Last week started, got 90 minutes previous weeks. He's sort of on an upwards trajectory, we would say. Fully fit now, upwards trajectory, scored last week. And Sully has been pretty much a regular at Racing Santander. So, I think it's important to correct the question in that the way you frame it makes it sound like the guys who have not been selected have been playing more than the guys who have been selected, when that's actually not true. It's just factually not true. Specifically on your question about Yankuba, I spoke with the sporting director of Brighton 2 days ago. So Yankuba is now fully fit. So he is now back in training as of this week. He's expected back in training with the Brighton first team. We know that not having played, the last game Yankuba played was the game against Madagascar for us. And that's not an ideal situation. But I think also that Yankuba, even at his young age, has built up enough credit to say, for one player in the squad, we can take a risk. And physically, we know it's not going to be an issue. Is there going to be a little question mark over match fitness in terms of can he play 90 minutes? Absolutely. You know, we're not naive to think you can go from playing 0 minutes for 4 weeks to then playing 90 minutes at international level, but that's what a squad's for. You know, we've got other guys who can play when he maybe isn't able to. But in terms of his physical fitness, there's absolutely no problem with that.
Yes, sir.